Welcome back, everybody. It's time for a pounds for purrs workout, and today was deadlift and the press. So doing 4 triples and 1 double for each, and overall this was a decent day. I trained a client in the morning and then came over and did my workout, and it was pretty decent. Nothing special, nothing extraordinary, nothing really to gloat about. Just got all the reps done, all sets done. And for the most part, they were pretty uniformed, pretty consistent. The only difference here with the deadlift is that the first triple, I wasn't 100% locked in, so my back positioning wasn't the best. It was okay, but it wasn't the greatest. I felt a little bit of a strain in the lower back, and after that, I fixed it, and everything else went pretty much swimmingly. It was much smoother. Very small adjustment in my posture. But otherwise, I'm pretty satisfied with these reps, and especially at 435. Now for the warm-up, I did do one small different thing, and that is when instead of doing a single with 405 before getting to 435, I did a double. And that's something I thought about the last time I deadlifted, just because since I know I'm doing triples now with 435, maybe doing just a single with 405 maybe not be quite enough. So I did a double today, and honestly I think it's a good idea, especially when I do my next weight jump, when I do 10 pounds again and go to 445. I think at that point it'll be pretty important to not just do a single with 405 unless I do another ramping single. I could do that, or I could just simply do a double with 405 and then get to my working set. So we'll see. I'll take that when I have to change weights, but we'll see. Definitely doing just a standalone single with 405, I don't think is quite enough. So I think that's something that I'll do going forward, and pretty much until I finish this program. So we will see. All right, here's that 4th triple. Again, looking pretty good, looking pretty decent. And after the first set, after the first triple, everything went a little bit better. I get that little adjustment made all the difference in the world. So yeah, it's just one of those days where it didn't start off the greatest. Although it might be hard to see that because it did move fine with the first triple. It's just that inside I felt just the lower back wasn't in the right spot. All right, there's a double, and I held the lockout on the double just for a little bit. Nothing extended, nothing for a long period of time, just to ensure the extension. All right, the press. The press, just like the deadlift, pretty decent, better than last time. So whereas when I used the thicker bar, the 3rd rep, especially for the first couple triples, were significantly slower than the first 2 reps. Now, since using the 20 kilo bar, they're pretty much even. Maybe an ever so slight drop in speed when I get to my 3rd rep, but other than that, these felt pretty good. And yeah, everything was in control. I mean, it's not the fastest that they've ever moved, but I'm actually pretty happy with these reps. Coming from full dead stop on the chest, and I wasn't going for anything elongated. I wasn't going for like a couple seconds or anything like that in the paused position, but just wanted to make sure there was a stoppage. And honestly, at this point with 210, that's all I really want, because last time I did, I think I did triples with 210 while I was doing ladders. It was a bit touch and go, so I want to make sure that I clean that up. Like that right there, that's more along the lines of what I'm going for, where you see a stoppage and then the press back up. Alright, now for accessories, I did a little bit of a different change for my deadlift accessory, and I was kind of going in thinking I might do a pull-up. I had a feeling I wasn't going to do a bent over row, so I was thinking maybe do a pull-up of some sort, and then I realized I hadn't done a clean high pull in a while, so actually I went to that, and I did sets of 5. I started with 135, I went to 155, half expecting for that to be my working weight, but then I went to 185, 195, and then topped it off with 205. And then for my upper body accessory, I went with a snatch press again. So this is the first time I did that twice in a row, and it felt pretty good. One with 95, and then 2 sets of 5 with 105, and a set of 8. Alright guys, remember, adopt, don't shop.